Most folks realize the great economical impact that industry has on our great state in the form of jobs and payroll and products sold, and they realize the value of continuing our trying to attract industry for our state. And most people feel that if we can keep from having laws that would be a detriment to them moving to our state, then perhaps some sort of tax incentive that Proposition 6 would give the authority of the legislature to enact would be good. Uh, this is not an automatic enactment of an exemption. This purely gives the legislature the authority to do it, and they will write the bill and have hearings, and this is when all the ramifications and pros and cons should be submitted in committee hearings.
It will shift the burden of ad valorem taxation away from the industrial polluters onto the backs of the property owners and small business people, or let's say working people of this state. And of course, the evidence that I've been able to gather from the few states that have passed such legislation, it has not done one bit of good, not one iota of good towards abatement or control of pollution. But it has cost these states in the millions. For instance, the state of Michigan, in air equipment alone, in less than 2 years, it has cost them $134 million.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ballot box has been stolen by masked desperados. The only thing we can do, we cannot resurrect the ballot box from the shaft to which it has been put, the world's deepest privy. And in that event, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, what we'll have to do is to call this contest a draw and recognize that you all will have to be invited back again next year.
Okay. Keep on running.
All 15 state representatives are elected on an at-large basis in Dallas County. So in theory, each of them represents all of the people of the county. Yet there is virtually no way an individual can contact one of his legislators unless he happens to personally know one. The telephone directory does not have a listing under state offices for our legislators. Unless a citizen knows how one of his legislators is listed in the telephone directory, there is no way he can locate one of the 15, except by writing a letter to Austin. This relative anonymity of our legislators isolates them from the electorate, the people they are supposed to represent, and creates a setting in which a few people are the only ones with a direct line to the Dallas County legislators. All three
I represent the most polluted area in the state of Texas, and I have introduced strong anti-pollution laws in the past session. This is the way we're going to cure that problem, through strong laws and strong enforcement. And every pollution officer in this state And every pollution officer in other states that I've contacted all agree that this is the approach, not the incentive plan. The incentive plan will not work. It's going to take strong laws and strong enforcement.
Then you think that this should be paid for by the industries themselves?
Yes, I think it should be the cost of doing business, just like any other business, and I don't think it should be put on the backs of the property owners and people of this state.